Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Today's topic is when you show a man that you are not scared to lose him, he gets scared to lose you, and he starts to come after you, pursue you, put his best foot forward. So today I want to talk about that. And I'm a bit in my kind of cozy stuff today. I have my coffee because I just wanted to come and talk about this topic, from my heart, from my knowledge, and just have a chit chat rather than, looking all fancy and whatever else, like I want to be cozy as well, so I hope you ladies don't mind. It's just so many things, so many coaches on Instagram looking so glamorous, and a lot of them look half naked as well. I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna do the opposite because it's all about, knowledge and wisdom rather than anything else. So just gonna do a heart to heart, and let's talk about why men step it up when you show them you're not scared to kind of walk away, but how to do it in a right way so it doesn't come across as a game, right? So, how do you naturally show him that you're not gonna put up with his disrespect? You're not gonna put up with him taking you for granted by, first of all, having your own life. It's really, really important to have friends, to have goals, to have a passion, to have your own life, to have your own world. And a lot of times when a man comes into your life, he comes in because you are excited, you're happy, you look good, you look glamorous, you have friends, you have, family members that you love and adore, you're positive. Positivity is very attractive to a man. Playfulness is very attractive. Lightheartedness is very attractive. Having passion, having dreams, having goals, all of this is all very attractive because you're not focused on love. You're not focused on finding a man. You're focused on how to make your dreams possible. You're focused on your ideas. You're focused on the fun. So you bring in a lot of positivity into his life. You actually become like an addition to his life. And the man will find it very attractive. However, when you do this, guys are a bit cheeky and we kind of want to test you as well. So we go like, okay, will she change her plans for me? So maybe suddenly he starts to ask you at the last minute, and you have your class, you have your spinning class, you're going to the gym, and he's asking you at the last minute out, and he's checking, will you cancel your spinning class for him? Or maybe you're meeting your friends, right? Your good friend, your best friend, you catch up, you talk to her all the time. But now suddenly you haven't seen your guy, you haven't seen your boyfriend or the guy you're dating for a week, and you're like, oh, I have to cancel on my best friend because I miss him so much, or maybe you're so focused on him, your mind gets so focused on him that you forget about your passion, you forget about your goals, you forget about your dreams. You can't focus on it. You can't grow your ideas, right? So ladies, when a guy tests you like that, when he checks, will you cancel your plans for him? And you slowly start to do that. So if you do it like once in a blue moon, that's fine. But when you slowly start to do that and you start to kind of do it regularly, he can see that you're putting your life aside for him. And when you keep doing it, your energy shifts from you, it shifts to him, and you end up actually naturally putting him as a priority and making your life all about him. And this is how men start to lose interest in women. They go like, she's not that valuable, she's not that important anymore. Why? Because she's losing kind of passion in her life. She's losing excitement for her friends, for her family members, for her goals, for her dreams, it all becomes about the guy. What are you doing today? Who are you with? Oh, you're going to a football practice. Can I come and watch? Oh, when can I see you? When you make it all about him, he starts to feel like he is very, very important, and he starts to think about himself all the time. So then he starts to behave a bit entitled with you. He's like, well, I'm very busy and I can only meet you at this time. Or, well, I'm canceling on you because I'm very busy. He starts to put himself first in a relationship. But when you keep your goals, when you keep your dreams, when you keep your life, when you keep all of that, and you don't cancel it for him, then he tries to like fit in around. He tries to put you first. So it's really important to keep that. Also, ladies, when you keep your life, you're also showing like, look, I'm not scared to lose you because I have a fulfilling life. And that's when he's more attentive. That's when he's putting you first. That's when you become his ideal woman. And I'm not saying like when you guys get married, you can, adjust and you can collaborate and, you can do things together and, make the life together. But when you both are single and you're just dating or you're just in a relationship, keep your worlds even a bit separate, or even if you're mixing it up, still keep your world for yourself, because you're not married. You don't know what's going to happen. What if you're going to have to show him that, look, you disrespected me, I'm walking away, and I have where to go. I have my whole life. But if you gave your whole life away and now he disrespects you, where are you going to go? You have nowhere to go. Your friend will be like, look, Greta, you canceled on me every single time because of your guy. Your goals, your dreams, we're all going to be like, a mess because you haven't focused on it for a year, for 2 years, because you've been dating this guy. Don't let it all go for a bit of, how shall I say it, a bit of fantasy, because until he actually asks you to be his wife, and he actually starts to make proper moves towards that, everything is still unclear. Nothing is set in stone. So be wise. Ladies, in dating, you keep your softness, you keep your femininity, but without wisdom, you will fail. Men will walk all over you. They will take advantage of you. They will use you. They will abuse you. Oh, she's sweet. I can take advantage of her. You're going to get a lot of players. You'll get a lot of manipulators. You'll get a lot of men that literally just sleep around with women so he can say how many women he slept, so he can tell to his friends, oh, I slept with 100 women or something. So you can be soft and sweet, so you're attracting men, and you will attract all kinds of men, but then you need to be wise to discern them, to see which are good, which are not good. Because if you pick the bad one, if you close your eyes on the red flags, majority of the time you'll be used, abused, and have a lot of traumas which you'll be healing in the therapy office. Another way to show a man that you are not scared to walk away is that the only time is when you truly value and respect yourself. If you don't have this kind of like strong value and respect for yourself for whichever reason, it's really hard to walk away from a guy. So for example, your deal breakers need to be very strong. You need to stick to your deal breakers. For example, maybe your deal breaker is a guy that's smoking, or maybe your deal breaker is a guy that's cheating, or your deal breaker is a guy that does 50-50, right? And you have to stick to your deal breakers. If you don't stick to your deal breakers, he'll get his way. And he'll keep doing 50-50, and he will keep cheating, and you have to stick to your deal breakers. So for example, if a guy splits the bill 50-50, but you think he's the most amazing guy you ever seen, he charmed you so much, you bonded so much, he made you laugh, he's da-da-da-da-da, but it's your deal breaker, you walk away immediately so you don't fall in this trap for even longer. You know, if you're gonna go out with this deal breaker once and he charmed you and then he split the bill 50-50, it's much easier to walk away from this than on a date 5 or 6 when you're already more invested, you like him more, etc. But even if, let's say, you let your deal breaker slide and you only walk away a year later, ladies, he will have way more respect for you than before. And men only love a woman that they can respect, because when you show self-respect, that's when he starts to respect you. If you don't show self-respect, a lot of men will actually kind of like check on you, will be like, oh, does she respect herself? Does she not respect herself? Can I get away with this? Can I get away with this? Can I get away with this? Can I get away with that? You know, and if you're letting for him to get away with everything, first of all, he'll feel bored, because it's like you don't have a backbone, you don't have a character, you don't have strength. You know, second, he'll start to take advantage of you. But when you show self-respect, he's like, ooh, I'm intrigued. What's going on? You know, I didn't know she can respect herself. She's not trying to please me. Is she not that crazy about me? Can she walk away? What does it mean? You know, it means that if she walks away, I will lose her. And if I love her and I want her back, I'll have to step it up and make sure that she comes back. Self-respect is intriguing. Maybe when you, let's say you're going through a breakup and you walked away from him because he did something really bad, and let's say he's angry because you walked away and he's not chasing, right? He's like, oh, whatever, she walked away. More women in this world that will want me. There is more fish in the sea, you know, like, I can find someone else. But he's intrigued. He's intrigued now. You were the one that walked away. And when you walk away for the right thing, he knows you walked away because of this right thing that you're doing. So he's even more intrigued. Now the seed is planted, he's thinking about you. A month goes by, he's thinking about you. 2 months go by, he's thinking about you, because he knows you walked away because he disrespected you. Ladies, think about it like this. If you, let's say, have a friend and you do something bad to your friend, right? Let's say you did something not your cheeky or not very nice to your friend. And your friend basically walks away, disappears on you and goes like, no, I had enough. Greta, you're ridiculous. You really disrespected me, right? You're going to either try and fix things with your friend straight away, or you're going to be like, yeah, whatever, she can go. You know, but the seed will be there because you know you did something wrong to your friend and she finally had dignity and self-value and self-respect and walked away. And that seed will be there because you'll be like, okay, I should have not done it. You'll feel that seed a couple months later. You'll feel that seed a year later, because you'll know your friend finally respected yourself and you did her, let's say, bad. So the same thing goes with a guy. You know, when you walk away because he disrespected you, this seed is planted. He knows you did the right thing. He can see your character. He can see that you can stand up for yourself. And that's very, very attractive. And most likely at some point, maybe not like straight away, not immediately, he will try to fix things or he'll reach out to make things better. A lot of you ladies expect a guy, when you break up with a guy, you expect a guy to chase you straight away. The chasing straight away nowadays usually doesn't happen. It doesn't happen because There's a lot of dating coaches out there, and there's a lot of men that tell other men, don't chase her and she will chase you. This is what a lot of times happens. And the guy goes like, okay, I did her wrong, but I'm not going to chase her. Maybe she's going to start to feel so desperate and pathetic that she's going to come after me and get in contact with me first, even though I actually did her wrong, right? So a lot of men think like that. So instead of chasing you straight away, they give you space and they wait. It becomes like he's waiting, like a power game. He's waiting to see, will you come, will you chase? And when you don't do it, he's thinking like, a lot of men will think like, oh, whatever, I don't care about her. There's so many girls, I'm going to go and sleep around, or I'm going to do this, or I'm going to do this, I'll forget about her, right? And he goes and does these things. But guess what? You're the one that walked away. You're the one that's not chasing. You're the one that he can't have. And you're the one that's causing zero drama. You're like gone, capiche, boom, disappeared, right? Guess who's on his mind? You're the one that's on his mind. So he may not come back after you immediately, but majority of the time he will come back to you at some point, will try to make things better. Now, a lot of women, I find that, let's say when we had relationships, right? When we were in a relationship, and let's say the relationship wasn't the best, right? There was drama, there was fighting, it wasn't the best. A lot of women, when we break up with the guy and walk away, we go like, I will only take him back if he comes back on his knees and proposes to me, right? A lot of women think like that. Ladies, this is very unlikely. I'll tell you why. If you had a lot of problems in a relationship and finally you walk away, right? Yes, he will come back after some point because you showed self-respect and now you're not chasing, you have emotional control, you're not watching his stories, you're not messaging, you're not talking bad about him, you're not doing anything. So a lot of times these guys will come back after some time, but they will come back like dipping a toe in the water. So they will say something like hi or something light. They will start the conversation in a light way to see where you are at. And a lot of times these guys don't ask you back straight away and fully, and they like don't propose to you, or they don't offer this big relationship, because they are still logical. So we reflect back on the past and we remember a lot of bad things that happened in that relationship. So what we do, they try things step by step with you. So if you want, let's say, to give a shot to a guy from the past, you have to then try step by step things with him. And when you're trying step by step things with him, now you have to be different. And you have to be in a way that you guys are not fighting. You guys, you're not losing emotional control. You are not pursuing. You are not chasing. You're behaving as a high-value woman. When he will see that, and he will see that your relationship is going well with him, because now you're behaving differently, that's when over a period of time you'll be like, marry me, etc., etc. So don't have expectations that, oh, I'm gonna dump him and I will only take him back if he proposes with like a ring on my finger. It usually doesn't go like that. Usually a guy comes back and he's trying and he's checking, is it a match or not? Because men are logical, we're not silly like that. It doesn't make sense just to come back and propose if you guys had a lot of problems. He doesn't want these problems in his marriage. So he's going to come back and test it out first. So this is why when he's testing it out, it's really important for you ladies to know how to behave so you can be your best self and behave. It's more just kind of expressing yourself differently Instead of confronting or losing emotional control or crying or making it all about me, it's more all about just about reacting in a mature way. It's nothing else, it's just maturity. You know, instead of being impulsive and following your emotions, following your feelings, when you're dealing with these situations, these challenging situations, is more about how do I handle it in a mature way? How do I handle it in a logical way? And this is what men respect. We don't respect women that constantly lose emotional control, because these women will be not in charge of themselves. He'll feel like it's just another child he needs to take care of. He wants a woman that's stable with her emotions, that's mature, that's logical, that's kind, that's soft, that's sweet, that's feminine, that's nurturing, who can be a mother to his children, who he can trust, value, and respect. This is a wife that a man is looking for, not somebody that's impulsive and is losing emotional control all the time and is always talking about me and me and me and my feelings, and today I feel this way and tomorrow I feel this way, and you know, it's too much. It's like you have to take responsibility for yourself, ladies, and become a you know, a biblical woman, like a godly wife, a good woman. You know, it's like men are finding it hard to find good women nowadays. It's not many out there. Same as for us ladies, we are finding it hard to find good men too, because it's just today in the society we push to behave in all kind of crazy ways, and everything is allowed, and it's tough out there. Let me see at your questions. So hello everybody who is watching. Ladies, I have High-Value Women Skool. It's only $19. You can ask questions in there. Women support each other. We have a lot of high-value women in there. I have coaches in there that answer your questions. It's only $19 a month. It's really amazing. The link is in my Instagram bio to join that school. So try it out. It's really, really cool. Okay, so, and ladies, if you're watching it on YouTube, I'll drop the link to the school in my description box. So I'm giving the price now half price. So before it was $39. Now I'm putting it for only $19 because I want you ladies to kind of make the most out of it. I'm gonna look at some of the questions. And of course, if you want one-on-one coaching or anything like that, feel free to book me. The link will be either in my Instagram bio or my YouTube description. Right, but likes my story on WhatsApp. Ended up being unfollowed. What if you act high value? Show him that you're not scared, but most just give up and act hurt. It's a manipulation. Okay, guys are very manipulative nowadays. Don't let men manipulate you like that. Guys nowadays, a lot of men will act like women. That's really funny what you said. A lot of men will act like women nowadays. They will be like, oh, you hurt my feelings, or how dare you, why you're not replying. Like, you know, like it's a lot of kind of narcissistic behaviors, a lot of manipulation. Ignore it. Don't let men manipulate you in a way that, how shall I say it? What could be the word for it? In a feminine way? You know, it's like, for me personally, it would be such a turn off. If a guy would try to manipulate me in like a feminine way, I would just be like, okay, I'm out of here. What is this woman? Like, I'm not, like, I'm so grateful I'm out of here. You know, it's like a man should be, if you're walking away, it's because he disrespected you. So instead of victimizing himself and saying and excusing himself, he should be stepping it up and apologizing or taking you out, buying you gifts, etc., right? Not manipulating you in a feminine way. Oh, I disrespected you because I have traumas from the past, or I disrespected you, or making you question it. Why is it disrespect? How did I disrespect you? And then arguing with you back that he has not disrespected you. You know, this is all pickup artist stuff. This is all manipulation. Like, for example, you might call out a guy. Let's say a guy has been talking in a vulgar language with you, right? Let's say every time you have a conversation, he says something vulgar. And then you call him out and then you say, like, look, you're really vulgar. And then he remembers that you said something vulgar once in a year, 5 years ago, and goes like, well, you said this to me, right? And instead of taking responsibility and changing his language, you know, he attacks you straight away. So that's just a form of manipulation. You know, don't let men gaslight you like that. Stick to your point of view. If you know what you're saying is correct, if you know that you are right in what you're saying, like logically it makes sense, or biblically it makes sense. Biblically, you know you're doing the right thing, and you know he is doing the wrong thing. Stick to your right thing. Stick to it. If it's aligned with your values, stick to your values. This is how you get respect. So yes, he might argue, he might gaslight you, he might accuse you, he might provoke you, he might try to get you to argue back. No, stick to your values. Don't let him maneuver you out of things. This is how you will get respect. Ignore it. Ignore it. Ladies, walk away. If a guy if you know you're doing the right thing and he starts to accuse you of the random stuff, don't get into the argument. Like, roll your eyes. Like, literally what I would do, and I've been through this so many times. Literally, what you do, you do look up and down, you roll your eyes, and you go like, okay, whatever. You walk away. Don't let him manipulate you like that. It's ridiculous. Don't even go there, because you will waste your energy, you will waste your time. And with this guy who's trying to manipulate you, he will either run after you being like, no, don't, you know, like changing the topic, realizing that he can't manipulate you, or next time he will come at you and he's not gonna do the same stuff that he did before. If he likes you. If he doesn't like you, he's not gonna care. But if he likes you, most likely he'll come back not doing the same stuff again. You know, so yeah. Yeah, of course you can share this post. I just said casual dating, but calls me every day and we speak common stuff, but just we speak every day for the last 1 year and not able move closer or away. Hey Junie, keep your options open. Keep your options open, because nothing is set in stone. So if you like this guy and you're talking to him casually, in your head, try to put him as a friend a little bit and keep your options open, because the possibility that this could be a time waste is big. You know, so it's keep him in your head as a friend. Don't tell him that. Don't tell him what you're thinking, how you're keeping him. Don't tell him that. But in your head, keep him a bit as a friend. And who knows what's going to happen in the future. But keep your options open, because actions speak louder. And, you know, with words, saying all of this, when I was 23, I talked to a guy online for about a year. I lived in Ireland, he lived in UK. And when we met after a year, and when we dated for a couple of years. So there are possibilities, but still, like, it's rare, you know, like, don't get it too hooked on him. And if he wants to meet up Junie, you don't go to him, he goes to you, because that's the only time you will know that he's serious, because it's a man that needs to come to you. If he's not coming to you and he's making you to go to him, he's not serious enough. I tried to make my ex jealous by saying him, I am talking to other man casually. He said, okay, good. It's been over 6 months of breakup. It has turned into a situation. What should I do? Oh dear, I hate when the letters come. Can see he's looking for a no, not to me. What is that? Oh, it's Amazon, okay. I have a fear of letters. Oh, okay, wait 1 second, ladies. I have a fear, oopsie. Okay, wait. Now I nearly spilled my coffee. It's getting a mess. Oh, wait. Hi.
Hello.
Oh, thank you. Okay, great.
Just a photo, I mean.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Welcome to UK. UK postman. Right, I spilled my coffee. I hope it's not on my lovely couch. No, it's not. You can still manage it. Right, back to my cozy world. Okay, let me see. Okay, don't try to make the guys jealous. I'll tell you why. If the only time you can make a guy jealous is when it happens very naturally. So let's say you're walking with him and you're not making eye contact with any guy or whatsoever, and some guy just approaches you. Because he sees it's genuine, and it's not a show, then yes, he'll stand up to protect you, etc., etc. But if it's more like a show, don't do it. Don't do it, because men are educated nowadays. They are educated on every single game you can ever think of. You know, so we know all of it. Like, every other person is a dating coach. Every other person is a pickup artist. Don't provoke men like that. It will backfire. So now, if your breakup has turned into a situationship, I would highly recommend you, if you can, book me for coaching, and I can guide you through that. I can guide you what to do to turn it back into a relationship, how you should behave, how you should respond, etc. That's literally my expertise. Like, I love what you said to me. It turned into a situationship, and now I want a relationship with this guy. I'm like, I already loving this because I know what to do with it. I mean, I don't love it for you, but you know what I mean. How to make men always love us? I'm thinking it's a very general question. There's so much to it, but I'm thinking how to answer it in a best way. When you don't love a man in a way that you expect him to love you. So when you love a man when you know how to love a man in a way that he wants to be loved, and not in the same way as you want to be loved, this is how he'll stay in love with you. But if you will love a man in exactly the same way as you want to be loved, this is how he will fall out of love with you. So it's basically, men and women have different love needs, and you need to know how to love a man in a different way from you. Sending lots of love from UK. Your advice has helped me. Months of breakup over a guy who led me on and all along was not even interested in women. Wow, that's crazy. Not surprised. Welcome to UK. Help me save months of heartbreak. Good. Welcome, Junie. Okay, ladies, so I'm gonna go. That's just a short, quick little live. It's really nice and sunny. Well, it was nice and sunny before I did a live. I was like, oh, I'm gonna get ready and go for a walk by the beach, but we'll see about that. Have an amazing weekend, ladies. Lots of love. If you want one-on-one coaching, the link is in my Instagram bio, and I will put it in my description on my YouTube channel. I have High-Value Women course for sale, games men play, how to go from single to happy, healthy relationship. The school, join my school. As I said, it's only $19 instead of $39. All the links are in my Instagram bio or in my YouTube description below. Thank you all for watching. Lots of love. Bye.